Alright, we got this JS2 out here with version 1.10. Now I did look at this with version 1.00 and got curious. You see that silver diamond, that nail down there? Now I'm sweeping pretty high above that with this 9-inch coil. We're going to compare the sensitive FT and the fast program. The 5 tones are set up identical. Okay, the tone break for the highest tone set to 80. Silencer 1 in both of these. And that setting there is off. Okay. Let me turn this camera off briefly. Okay, so fast and sensitive, both silencer 1, both 95 sensitivity, both on the same frequency shift channel. Okay. FET is off. What you're going to probably notice here is when I come to the left with this coil, you're going to see the difference in how these two programs report. Okay, here's fast program. Now listen. That's the fast program. Now here's sensitive FT 5 tones. So you hear a higher tone coming right to left with sensitive FT. Back to fast. So that audio, I've got it down to the highest pitch in the 5th tone with a tone break of 80. Now there's no notch in this machine at all, not even any factory notch, okay? So what I'm going to do is I'm going to turn this camera off and I'm going to dial the notch to 80 and let's compare these and see if that doesn't make them sound closer together. Okay, so the only thing I've changed, I've notched out 00 through 80, okay? We'll listen to sensitive FT first. Now, what I'm hearing in this situation here, the tone coming from right to left is still cut off more in the fast program versus sensitive FT, okay? Well, here's sensitive FT. I'll let you listen. Pretty smooth two-way signal there, okay? Both coming both directions. Here's fast program. Hear how the tone coming right to left gets cut off. Now, some people watching this video, you know, they may try to find a flaw in this test. And what I mean by that is I'm going to turn this camera off. We're going to remove that nail. We're going to check the ID of this dime in these two programs, okay? Because if it's different. But in this case here, if that dime is reading lower in the sensitive FT versus the fast, well, then that would tell me something. But if it's the other way around, you know, then this test here could be sort of bogus. So, but if they read the same, the test would be valid as well. Okay, so stay tuned here. Okay, I got the camera back on. Sensitive FT, just the old mercury silver dime, okay? Some very similar call height. You see that meter? Okay, fast program. Looks like I'm getting the same reading, okay? Now that test I showed, the FET was off, okay? And I was getting smoother tone with that nail down there coming both directions with the sensitive FT program versus the fast. With notch, and then you could hear the tone difference and the ID in the window with no notches moving around more versus the sensitive FT using that fast program, okay? Hope you enjoyed.